What's going on, everybody? So this is episode 3 of D&D night. Um, we are going to be hopefully looking for some cockatrices. We'll see how that goes. Um, we haven't had any skirmishes really yet, but I feel like this one's gonna be pretty good. Um, So let's get back in with the group and let's see what everyone's up to. What's up, everyone?
Hello,
Good
hello.
evening.
Good evening. That was like kind of like
Good evening.
right, like very performed and ready, like we're about to walk into this huge dungeon and just
Was that? I
get
ain't there yet.
crushed.
This massive dungeon.
Right. Good evening.
So good luck in the massive dungeon tonight. And
Yeah. By the way, here's your level 50. Good luck, guys.
forgot to tell you to get supplies. You know.
Yeah. I didn't have anything really planned, so this is gonna be a quick night. Here you go. And
Death. Cake or death?
All right. So, do we just want last time or
I'd say
from
last
the
time.
beginning?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So last time on A Bait of the Archon, the party had travelled. Uh, they started off in the city of Aethra, where they finished off in session 1 as well. After the dismay caused by the attack of Heliod, destroying the nation of Alcades and its poly, uh, a great shockwave rumbled through the entire city of Aethra, and assumedly some other surrounding neighbours. This shockwave took out buildings, glass, wood, caused rubble to fall, and many people to be scared and injured. A mass amount of the population are beginning to leave Aethra, collecting their things and running to the nearest exit, some heading northwards, others to the east, and some to the northeast. In the rubble, the party found a girl who was injured, and they helped her by removing some boulders from her leg. And then they were talked to by the innkeep, who had lost everything in this shockwave. His inn destroyed. He felt like he had nothing to live for, and whilst feeling sorry for the man who was down on his luck, the party struck up conversation and soon found mention of a guild of hunters set throughout the nation of Oliatos, that put out requests to hunt certain beasts causing trouble in the land. Being new to the guild, the party picked up a low level quest, a small parchment from the quest board, where they found the hunt for the Cockatrices and began to head northwards following the instruction. The party took with them a large minotaur who they met upon exiting the city, trying to get around the crowds. His name was Brutus, and he didn't have a lot on his mind, nor much to say. And now, as a group, heading northwards towards Heliods Oracle, they set up camp to settle overnight and be refreshed for the morning, where they can journey onwards, continuing north to find the cockatrice that has been troubling the nearby bridge. And that is where we left off.
um. All right. So there's only one thing that I think Guardian wants to add to meeting Brutus. that his nickname is Bait.
Ah, yes. Poor Brutus.
Or that's what at least Technol calls him. But okay, so we're just waking up at camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um what's anyone thinking of doing?
All right, so it's a crisp morning. The birds are chirping. There's a slight breeze in the air, and the clouds are a bit overcast, with very little sky peeking through. The sun is just rising over the horizon.
Can we tell if the city's still burning over the horizon?
Make me actually no, yeah. As you wake up, Technal, you have a look out over the grasslands, and you can see the city of Aethra there. And indeed, there are still parts of the city that are in flame. However, it seems to be in a much more controlled state now. Just large plumes of smoke coming up from alcades.
All right. I want to pack up my tent, get ready for the morning. Suppose rations for breakfast.
All right, rations for breakfast. Is anyone else waking up, or do you wish to sleep in?
I feel like that question of do we want to sleep in is uh, a scary thing to think about right now.
Sounds like a trap.
Right. Uh, so Technol is picking up right now, right?
He is. Technal has gotten up and he is unpinning his tent, slowly disassembling it.
Okay. Is Brutus up yet?
You
I use them for bait already.
No,
peek out of your. I assume you have a tent as well. Is that correct?
No,
No,
we sleep
we
outside.
sleep
No?
outside. We're
All
animals.
right, no problem.
Filthy animals.
As you peek your eye open, as the morning haze sets in, you have a quick scour around the camp with your eyes, and looking around, you see Brutus there on the opposite side to you. He's laying flat-faced onto the floor.
What?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Um,
Is he breathing?
Yeah, he's breathing.
Okay.
You can
He's
hear
snoring?
the large breaths blowing out of his nostrils and the grass beneath his nose just slowly pressing forward with quite a force as he breathes.
that's odd. All right. So I only had a sleeping bag, but I'll start getting out, brushing off stuff off of me, and rolling up
Oh, it's back. All right.
my sleeping bag.
All right.
Um,
Chels, what is Nyx Calidus doing?
I'm rolling up her sleeping bag.
All right.
You know, petting her tail. Typical Nyx things.
All right.
um,
All right.
so by observation, can I look around and see if there's like any food around?
Yeah, sure. Make me a perception check.
Okay. I knew I was gonna have to get this out sooner or later. Perception. If I could read, there it is. Survey says. What do I get? 15 or 14? Cause you take the lowest, right?
Yeah, you look around and you can see that the brush around here has been cleared. The fallen branches from this area have been moved, and a small clearing has been made. And behind this small clearing, you can see a shallow area of the woodland that's nearby. And you can see that there are some fine berries left on bushes, which are covered in prickles that look sharp to the touch.
Um,
Prickleberries?
prickleberries. Um, are they edible?
Are
Roll
the
me a
berries
nature
sharp to
check.
the touch?
No, the berries aren't sharp, just
Oh,
the
okay.
bushes on which they are held. A nature check to know if the berries are edible.
Oh God, I don't want to do this. I'm really bad.
Wait, are we all together? I say I could try to do it.
Oh God, that's a 5.
Look edible to you.
Oh no.
I
Are we
want
all
to bring
They
that
look-
back to the group.
Like right next
I
to
was
They
gonna
look
say.
They look completely in season. They look quite lustrous. They are a purple sheened berry. You can see a small amount of juice just leaking outside of one as a caterpillar
Sounds
begins
good.
to gnaw slowly on the end of it.
Can I watch the caterpillar to see what else happens to it?
And a lot of insects
you know
live
it's a
off of
trap.
poisonous plants.
All
Don't do
right.
When
it.
you know it's a trap, but you can't say that you know it's a trap.
Right, right. Um,
The caterpillar seems to be enjoying himself. He's got this this
Oh, boy.
bright pink liquid all over his face with where the juice is coming out of the berry, and he seems to be digging himself in deeper.
okay. I have the lowest intelligence out of all of us. So, does anyone
So-
Mine
else?
goes back to camp.
Right. I mean, I didn't venture out that far. Can I just say, like, hey, anyone who's not dumb want to come look
Yeah,
at these
yeah.
berries?
I mean, everyone else is nearby you. Feel free to call them over.
Don't send Brutus over. Don't.
Brutus is
He's
still
just gonna
asleep.
pop one in his mouth.
Brutus has
Hey,
not woken
on.
up yet.
Who's got a nature roll better than a -2?
She got 3. Oh,
son of a
Oh.
but
bitch. Let's eat them!
Nix, you
Wow.
see these berries, and
Uh-oh.
as you look upon
Oh
them,
no.
they just draw you in. They seem so juicy, so ready to be eaten. They look delicious.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
I've got a 0. I don't know. I guess it's
You
better
should
than it's
try.
right. I should try.
He got a 7.
Take now. You have not that much interest in berries, but they look fine.
Oh, biscuit. Maybe they're really fine.
Knock yourselves out, guys.
Is
Sophie
there
knows
is
better
there
than
anything else around here?
Can I just not be hungry?
In
I mean, there's
the
always
vicinity that you're in, just these berry bushes. There's some flowers that are around. You can see some mushrooms on the ground.
Oh, I feel like
He's a
mushrooms are gonna
quote-unquote
be the
chef.
same
He should
problem.
know.
Yeah, what about Brutus? He is a chef.
Kinda.
Well,
He's a chef's knife at least.
yeah, he's got a chef's knife. I don't know. Whatever. I guess I can wait till we get to town.
Handful of berries! I feel like I need to eat them now.
Do you not
He's
trust
in
my
that
berries?
one.
Do I not trust your berries?
I
Do
need
you
these
think
berries.
that
Breakfast time.
What do the viewers say? Should we eat the berries?
So
I feel like we have
Well,
to go
should
with
the
our
animals eat the
characters'
berries? I'm a
intelligence.
carnivore.
Like, we have to go with our character's intelligence. I'm fucking hungry and I'm eating the berries, I guess.
I was gonna say one of our viewers says someone stack up and eat a handful.
That's it, handful of berries.
you're eating a handful of berries, correct?
I have small hands.
All right. Could you make me a sleight of hand check to pick the berries from this bush without being pricked?
Oh.
It's, thorns on the bush are dangerous then. Oh boy.
Well, yeah.
They were prickly. Oh, she got a nat
Oh, well
20,
done.
I mean,
but it's
yes,
not her. It's not her
You
lowest.
grab a you grab a piece of your sleeve and just cover your hand a little bit more as you reach into these spiny bushes and pull from the brambles some juicy looking berries. You pick one and then another until you have a handful. These berries have a waxy feel to them. They are bright purple, as I mentioned before, and as you've picked them, you can see that a small amount of the liquid that is held inside has leaked out the top of them and onto your fingers a little.
There's no bugs, right? I don't want to eat a bug.
Doesn't look like there's any bugs on them.
No, no, no.
All right. Berries it is. Can I smell them first? Could they smell bad?
I don't like he's silent.
I know. I have a really strong
He's
nose. Like,
plotting.
can I smell them?
I'm not plotting anything.
I'm not trusting these berries, and like I've now drawn myself this hole that I have to. What about a perception roll?
It's a
That's
plasticky,
+4.
don't eat them.
Yep.
Right, they're waxy. They're oozing a liquid. I don't know. I'm feeling like a perception roll. I'm rolling it anyways. 21. 21.
21.
Yeah, you gotta take your lowest one though.
Oh come
What's the perception for? Sorry.
To
to
see
smell
if I
'em.
think to smell them and see if
Oh,
the juice
I'm
smells
sorry. That would be an investigation check.
Okay, well, okay, I can do that too.
Investigating my berries.
Oh Jesus.
10.
All right. Let me see here. Yeah, as you investigate the berries, you notice that when you hold them in sunlight, they actually seem red in color instead of this purple or pink. And you notice that they have a small black dot at the very tip of them. But they don't smell particularly bad. There's nothing off-putting about them.
I'm just gonna eat them. I'm eating the berries.
All right. Yeah, you chomp down on the berries, and they leave an incredibly bitter taste in your mouth.
Oh,
They aren't very tasty at all. They're not sweet. They're quite
spit them back
sour. Yeah.
Spitting them back out.
As you spit them back out, the liquid goes all over the floor as you spit. But you notice that inside of the berry, in the very middle, is a bunch of tiny black pips that, as you spit, just spray everywhere.
This doesn't sound good.
But
Maybe
overall,
a
you
bad
can't.
choice.
You don't feel any different.
Okay,
For now.
for now.
Kind of like a cattail.
Right. Okay. I guess we can pass on food for the morning.
I wouldn't try those berries, guys. They're not very good.
Okay.
Techno's over here enjoying his rations.
Yeah, I have rations. I could eat food.
Rations. I don't know if I took any. I did not take any rations.
Have a freaking ration. Let's eat food.
I don't need a ration.
How many do I have? Can I hand one out?
I have 3, and I
I
tried to
ju-
give him one. He doesn't want one.
I
so.
just slept perfectly. I'm fine.
Okay.
Do we want a hungry dog?
I mean, he doesn't want to eat. Can't make him.
I'm not a dog.
Puppy.
As you all
He is
chat
kinda
to
like
each
me.
other, you hear Brutus let out a mighty yawn. As he turns onto his back and sits up.
Well, hi, big guy.
What?
I said good morning.
Oh, morning.
I love him.
You slept like
Like a
a
log,
log.
literally.
You see, he just continues to yawn and he stretches out his arms slowly. And then he just looks at you as he rubs his eyes. What now?
Do people usually sleep on their face?
I
Or
was
is
gonna
that
ask
just
that.
you?
Oh, comfy, innit?
No,
Sure.
it didn't.
don't don't you have like a big nose that like gets mushed in when you sleep on your face?
Oh, yeah. It's
That's all
alright.
you getting. Yeah.
Okay.
Am I done packing up my tent?
Right.
Yeah. You
We-
packed up your tent. That's all
we-
good to go.
We ready to go? Brutus, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Give him some of your berries.
Brutus
No.
gets up and then throws his satchel over his back again. And picks up his very large chef's knife and places it to his side.
Jesus. Right, let's get going, big guy.
Did Nyx keep any of the berries that she kept, or did she eat or spit them all out?
Through all them motherfuckers.
Okay.
I know
Alright.
what was going on,
Curiosity.
but that was a bad idea.
So, is there a path we're walking along to get
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not too far off to the side from where you came, there is a small cobbled road that continues to lead northwards towards Heliods Oracle.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna let Bait lead.
You go first, Bait. I mean,
Oh Jesus, 99.
99? We're in trouble.
ruh-roh.
How in the how?
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
Facts, though.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on.
This is how he's plotting how we're gonna die next.
I am plotting your death right now.
I was just
Oh,
curious if the
that's good.
berries could be turned into any kind of wine or.
All right, so you continue to head on northwards across the cobbled path. To either side, small grassy plains that lead to a quite thin forest with a few oak trees, along with other varieties. But the area around is fairly sparse and quite hilly, but the road is completely straight. As you continue to head towards Heliods Oracle, after about 2 or 3 hours walking journey, you begin to notice something a little strange. As on the right side of you, the forest line draws to a close. So on the right side, the forest continues to span and get denser. And as you look over from the road, you can see that there are some silhouettes within the trees. There are muttering noises as you try and see what it is, but it's not incredibly clear to you from where you are. But there's definitely someone in there. Do you wish to continue forward, or do you want to investigate?
I feel like we should investigate, but I also feel like our roles have been garbo.
Meanwhile, 99.
I like
Um,
investigating.
I'm gonna.
Can
Can
I?
I
What?
shout and see if anybody reacts or moves in the forest there?
Also, uh, with Chelsea and I being animals, can we smell anything?
Right?
You take a sniff at the air, the pair of you together, and both of your noses lead toward a scent that joins between you. As you follow the scent, you can look down and you notice that on the cobbles there seems to be a small amount of blood, and this scent follows straight into the woodlands nearby.
Maybe it's dinner.
Oh my god, that's probably not dinner. I mean, unless we're trying to be dinner.
Wait, so question. I don't know how this would work either. Can we smell a different type of blood for a different thing?
Mm,
Like I don't know how different that
mm,
would be or
Like a-
anything, but like
I'm going to say for now no, but
okay.
possibly like as you meet more people with more races and stuff, you have a better
Okay.
sense of it.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I just didn't know how that would
Yeah,
work
yeah, no, that's a fair
regardless,
question.
but yeah. Okay. Um can we so for the blood, is it like really thick like it was coming out really quickly or is it more spread out?
It is new or
It's
old?
spread out. It's like a trickle of blood that leads into the
Okay.
woods.
So it's not
It's not massive amounts.
right. Okay. Okay.
New blood or old blood?
Right,
Fairly
like
new,
fresh or
within the
okay.
last hour.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm interested.
Uh
Someone could need our help, guys.
Why we stopped?
do you see the blood?
Did you come over here with your chef's knife last night, or is somebody else in trouble?
Oh, oh, blood.
Yep.
Hmm.
Good job, bait.
What do you think, Brutus? Think we should see if anyone needs our help?
Goes into the woods. Yeah.
Okay. Uh let's go into the woods.
Font of information, that one.
All right. Yeah, you stray off the path a little and head deeper into the woods. You get to the bush line, and between the bristles and thorns and the flower beds, you have a better vantage point now, and you can see deeper into the woodland. The silhouettes, they're standing within some light right now as it peeks through the trees and shines onto them. And you notice that this is a party of orcs. There are 4 of them in total. And you can see they're walking through the forest as one of them seems to be being carried by another, thrown over their shoulder. And the other 3 are walking onwards. From the faint smell in the air, you know that the blood leads to this orc that is being carried on the back of one of the others.
Okay. So one is definitely injured, bad enough that he's on a cart, right?
It's not on a cart, he's
Or
just
being
been thrown
carried.
over someone's shoulder, yeah.
Okay.
Are orcs generally a? I
don't
don't
think
know
they're
how
our
to
friends.
phrase that. Are they generally aggressive? Is that known?
Uh, in
Can it can
in
we tell?
Oleatos, there are multiple bands of orcs, and they can come from different traveling tribes or some stationary ones. You don't know about any stationary ones in this area. However, you do know that in areas such as Perfuro's Forge, um, there are bands of orcs that lay near there that are quite aggressive, especially as you head closer towards Alexan and the Mogi's Waste. However, there are also orcs that can be found in Akati, and they are a friendly people, mostly trading in agricultural goods. So it can vary.
Can we tell by their clothing or like weapons they have on them if they seem, like as you said, more traders or hunters?
Could you roll me a perception check?
Oh,
Can I
Eight.
do that as well?
3.
You have a quick
Not
glance over
last
them,
long.
Lycos, and as you're investigating them, you notice that they aren't exactly well armed, but they're not defenseless either. One of them carries a bow, a short bow. It seems to be of a cheap quality. Another carries an iron sword, and the last a mace. You can't tell what the one being carried carries, however, as he's turned where his weapon would lie is turned opposite to you. Now, you take this knowledge a little further. As you look over the goods that are being carried by them, you could tell that the iron sword that is being carried is incredibly poor quality. In fact, it seems to be cast and sharpened, and that means it won't hold an edge for very long, nor is it very strong under a lot of strain. The mace that one of them has seems to be the greater weapon of the group, and not by a long shot. It just has been actually made at a forge, which is more than can be said for the others.
Okay.
Looking over them, their clothes don't seem armored. However, the one with the mace does have a padding layer underneath his clothing.
I turn to the others and I say this very quietly. I don't know. Are we in range that if I talk normal they could hear me, or do I gotta be quieter about it?
Um, it's probably safer to be quieter, but they're not
Okay.
particularly listening out for you or anything,
Okay. Okay.
as far as you're aware.
So I turn to Technol and Nyx and Brutus, and I say, "All right. So it looks like one of them is injured. Um, do we want to see if maybe they were injured during the whole earthquake thing? Do we want to see if they need help, or should we just pass on by?"
I think we should look for scouts and then
Ooh,
see
that's
if
a good
they're
idea.
aggressive. And if they're aggressive, we take their shit.
We take their shit. Next, you agree with that?
I'm down.
Do I even want to ask what Brutus thinks?
Yeah.
Yup.
Uh, Brutus,
you right?
what do you think?
Wouldn't it be great if I just came up with something completely philosophical for him right now?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna be like, yep.
Yep.
Orc mean.
Orc week.
Orc week.
See, even bait gets it.
Even bait gets it.
Okay. All right. So you guys said you wanted to look for scouts, huh? Yeah.
Probably be smart.
Okay. Can we look for scouts around their area?
How do you wish to perform this action? What will
Gonna
you be doing
pincer.
that entails looking for the scouts?
I'm gonna sniff and look
I'm
around a little
gonna
bit.
sniff.
Yep.
Um.
Maybe
I would
use
like
some
to
nature thoughts and look for broken branches and
throw
stuff
throw out
outside of.
a pincer move and go in a wide arc, looking around them to see if we see any scouts.
Are we gonna split up though? I think is what he's asking.
No. I mean, I'm at least
That's how
not gonna
pincer
split up
works,
from
but
Lycos, because
is it not split up so far as we can't see each other?
there we go. Yeah, I like that. Let's stay close enough to be together.
All
Yeah,
right, no
I'm down to
problem.
split up a little bit. But
So I assume then it's Lycos and Nyx as like not separate, but like the together two, and then Technal and Brutus.
Yeah.
That was a bad idea. Right. If you kill him here, we can't use him again.
right, if you kill
All
him here,
right,
it can't be bait.
right. Can the three of you roll stealth checks?
Oh, I fail.
Heavy armor.
Yeah, anyone with heavy armor has
I got a 9
disadvantage.
and a nat 20. Or a 5 and a nat 20 it would be. Yeah.
All right, so your guys' rolls suck today.
Yeah. No
I
kidding.
agree.
Can I just pick the higher of my 2 rolls? Because, like, then I have a nat 20.
Yeah.
Wasn't my last stealth roll pretty bad too?
All right.
Hey, at least you're not an
Let's get the bad
intimidate
rolls
yet.
out now, and then when we
Yeah,
actually
there's
get into a
that.
fight, maybe we can roll good ones.
I don't know if you've seen my first roll.
Yeah, he had a nat one.
Somehow, Brutus is the stealthiest of you all.
Oh, sadness. Well, he goes first.
Because he can't hear anything.
Right. So you begin to perform your pincer movement, scouting around the ground and going through the clearings, looking up through the trees and checking for broken branches, any cleared bushes, any traps set, or any scouts that may be around. And as you do so, you try to be as stealthy as possible, but in this thicket, it's quite hard to remain that stealthy. Nix, you slip and slide between the bushes and catch a few, but make fairly minimal noise, all things considering, with the birds in the trees and the other noises of the forest. You could be passed for. However, Lycos, trying to follow Nix ends you in a fair amount of trouble as thorn bushes end up thwacking backwards towards you and hitting your person, causing you to be a bit louder than maybe you intentioned whilst going through your sweep.
I'm looking at her tail too much.
Technel,
Nice tail.
unfortunately, you do the same with Brutus, as he elegantly just makes his way through the thicket, making very little noise and stomping out anything that may get in his path. You, unfortunately, have a little bit of a heavier load carried, and with your thick armor, you brush up against bits of trees, branches, and snap a few twigs whilst you walk through. I'm going to roll a perception check for the orcs.
Hope there's death as bait.
Me too.
Right. Orcs have a perception of 10, so 0. Cool.
Hey,
Alright. Yeah, well, that's
they heard
unfortunate.
us.
Maybe not from the exact direction we're in, though. Maybe they don't know there's 4 of us.
I
Not a 20.
mean,
Alright. As you all continue your sweep, you notice something, both Lycos and Tech now. You are spotted by this group of orcs, as the 2 orcs that aren't carrying an orc go back to back with the orc that is carrying an orc to keep him and his buddy safe. And they draw their weapons. Halt! Who goes there?
I'm gonna draw my shield and hammer and hopefully let one of the woodland creatures speak.
I guess that would be me because I'm the only other one it sees. Uh, what weapons did they pull out? Did one of them pull out their longbow or their shortbow?
The short bow has been pulled out, and the small iron sword.
Okay. Can I pull out my rapier, but I don't want to pull it out like I'm ready to fight. I want to have it like kind of just down to my right side.
All right.
And then say like, hi, uh, we mean you no harm. We're just looking for food for breakfast.
We lost our chicken.
We lost our chicken.
Well, we haven't seen any chickens around here. But there's plenty of game to hunt in the forest. We'll be on our way now. And they try to get out of your line of sight.
Can
Whoa, 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 whoa! What's
before
with
they
the
leave,
guy on the shoulder?
right? Can I see the one being carried and be like, do you guys need assistance?
You're offering to help?
Why wouldn't we offer to help?
What? And suddenly
If-
there's 3.
If you guys need help,
Well, our friend here, he's got a little injured.
how is
Oh,
he injured?
We were mugged on the path. We were heading down from Heliods Oracle. We lost track of the attacker overnight, but we decided to camp out in the woods to try and keep him safe. I bandaged up my friend's leg here, but I'm not sure it's gonna be okay.
An
We didn't do
attacker.
so good. You know.
What's your trade?
Yes, an attacker. And sorry, our trade.
What do you do? How do you make a living?
Oh, we funnily enough, host protection services.
Is who you're protecting okay?
I mean, we're between jobs at the moment.
I point to the guy on your shoulder because I'm a smartass and a dumbass, and I say, "Was he protecting someone too?"
I'm gonna slap my hand over his mouth and tell him to shush.
No, we were going to travel towards Aethra, but with the attack on Alcades by the gods, Aethra seemed just as distraught as Alcades does. And now we don't really know where we're going.
Can I hear more about this attacker? It could be someone we're actually looking for.
Have you seen my chicken?
Yeah, no problem. It was this woman. She had
woman.
yes, she had a fairly dark skin tone, and
That's
she
racist.
wore purple skirt, had some kind of headdress on. She was traveling around with well, we didn't really get to see what they were, but they were like the size of like just above your knees, but they had these black cloaks on. We couldn't tell what they were, but they sliced at my friend's leg here.
How far away were you when this happened?
A little north from here.
And what was her purpose? Do you
Well,
suppose?
well, she just seemed to be some kind of ringleader. Uh, those little bastards, whatever they were, they took all of our gold and some of our equipment.
They weren't snakes, were they?
No, I'd recognize a snake. There's
Okay.
plenty of them around.
Good, good.
What's Brutus doing at this point?
Probably picking his
Brutus,
Fingers his nose.
Brutus is just staring off into the distance blankly.
nose. Picking his
Really love
nose.
Brutus.
Oh, bait.
I feel like we would all just look at him at the same time and he'd just be sitting there picking his nose and then turn and be like, "Whoa."
Yum. It's yum yum.
Guys, I got breakfast.
Bug, bug, yum, yum.
So what do you guys need help with your friend here? Are you looking to get somewhere now, or?
Oh, well, did any of you come from Aethra?
We all came from Aethra.
We all came from Aethra.
How's it looking over there? Is there anyone that could look at my... Oh. So nobody there that could look at my friend's leg?
Wait. What's the innkeeper's name? Tell him to go see the innkeeper. He could at least get a beer.
I mean, I could try to help. I
Alright,
have
Oh no.
I have a healer's kit. I'm supposed to be good at this kind of stuff. I could practice.
That worked so well for that human last time.
I'm entertained and interested.
I
I'm
will
gonna
try
keep
to help.
my weapon and shield at the ready, but
Right.
since they have not disarmed.
I don't think that I could make it any worse.
It depends.
If you feel like you have a chance, then go ahead, have a crack at him.
I mean,
No, please.
Have a crack at him!
Don't. I need a real doctor.
Okay, but friend, you might not make it to a real doctor. Everything's going crazy right now.
Oh, if only we could pray to the gods. Why have they forsaken us? You can see he seems to be in an excruciating amount of pain.
Go
mean, I
go
could
for it,
cauterize it.
Nix.
All right.
Amputate.
Might as well. Medicine?
Yeah, Nix, you head over to this orc as the burlier of the orcs, the one with the mace, places him down on the ground. And this orc seems to be fairly distressed and disgruntled with his pain. You unwrap the bandages that are there to see what the wound looks like. And the man, or the orc, should I say, has a fairly strange wound. You can see a large laceration to his Achilles tendon. It's been cut incredibly deep by something serrated, a small knife, perhaps. And
Well, it wasn't
around the
Brutus's.
laceration, where the flesh has been torn and the blood has seeped out, you notice a cracking going up the the orc's skin. And this cracking is surrounded by a discoloration in the skin, as it seems to be a greyish white in colour. A lot more to the pale side, but you can see blood is still seeping out the wound. But this greyish tone has gone further back into the recess and began to cover the muscle tissues inside.
That's some kind of poison.
Yep.
Really?
Fortunately, I don't think we can heal that.
I say you amputate.
I was just
Is-
looking at
Is
my...
there
Please don't amputate. Please don't amputate my leg.
is there a way we can try and tell them that it's probably poison? Like, I don't think a tourniquet's gonna be able to stop the poison
It
though,
might
from going
stop
up
the
his
poison
leg.
from spreading any further, though.
It looks infected.
What
Just
do
give
you
it to me
say,
straight. Is it redeemable?
Seb? If you had the right medicine, but I don't know of
Do you
anyone
have
in
the
this
right
area.
medicine?
What?
Do you have the right medicine?
No.
Please, I'll pay.
I do have a healing potion.
I've got a vial of water.
I gotta... It's holy
How
water.
much gold does he have?
Are you attempting to deceive the orc? Fair enough.
I'm offering a healing potion.
Would a healing potion do it?
That's what I'm asking.
Roll me an Arcana check. See how much you know about healing potions.
Hold on, my screen crashed. 2 more
No
seconds.
problem.
Almost back.
Tries to pull it out of her bag, drops it on the ground, it shatters. Oops.
Yeah, Nix, you're fumbling this potion as you're trying to dig through your bag and find out where you've left it. You're not entirely sure, but it's in there.
Arcana,
There it is.
I found it. Oh man.
An Arcana check, please.
Arcana.
Arcana. Oh, that is a big
Nice.
number. Oh, very, very good. Yeah, you know that this will not help this man. Yeah.
Poor
know
What
man.
about a
anyhow.
tourniquet?
The health potion at most would close the wound and heal the damage that
Stuff inside
is
of it.
there, but it won't fix the graying tone or the cracking in the skin.
This poor man.
I really don't know what to do.
I'm making logic leaps already.
I mean, that doesn't look like a bad leap, but
Well, I mean, she's our cockatrice.
Well, if Aether is in bad condition, maybe we could
people there.
travel back to Heliods Oracle, or maybe even to the Damianus, if they can't do anything there. Yeah, but what about the cockatrice on the path up back there? We barely made it past the first time.
Well,
Wait,
we're
wait.
gonna find the
The
Cockatrice.
cockatrice?
Oh, there's my chicken.
That's your chicken. Strange choice of pet to just leave lurking over the cliff.
It's not my
It's
pet
been
yet.
a nightmare
But
getting
you-
across.
It
You
did
guys
run
lead
away.
us to the Cockatrice, and we will try to help you get to a city that you might be able to find help in.
All right, that seems fair to me.
Can we?
Yeah. Oh, I'll do anything for my leg.
Do they not understand what the cockatrice does? Like, does he not understand what's happening to him?
He wasn't attacked by the cockatrice, so he's not got that connection.
Oh, he wasn't attacked by that?
Yeah, he was attacked by a woman with blades on her skirt that cut
Oh,
his
okay,
ankle.
that's right.
He was attacked by a woman and a group of small creatures that were with her. However, they were cloaked.
Okay.
Oh, that was the cloaked part. Okay.
The cloaked part. Okay.
Yeah, if you can help us up to Heliods Oracle, I'm sure we can get some help. We could take you to the cockatrice. That's no problem. He's literally on the road. Well,
May as well.
the bridge, that is.
Is it fast?
The cockatrice?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
How'd you get past it?
A bit of dumb luck. We knew it was there, so we tried to bait it out with arrows. We shot towards where we thought it would be, and it attracted the cockatrice out, and we were able to lure it away for just long enough to get by on the bridge.
Okay.
So it came towards the arrows.
It was attracted to the noise, I think.
Well. Give Brutus a bow and arrow.
Give him a cowbell.
Ooh, a cowbell. Does he have a cowbell? Please tell me he has a cowbell.
Brutus unfortunately does not have a cowbell.
Ah,
Oh!
how about a dinner bell? Bait!
but we need more cowbell. Stop.
Well, then you better get Brutus a cowbell. Keep him alive.
All right.
If you want Alistair from League, you gotta make him.
All right. So let's head off towards the cockatrice.
No problem. It's about an hour's walk from here.
Do you guys need help carrying the orc?
Actually, yes. If someone could help me lift him, that would be grand.
Still
Brutus,
say we amputate.
What?
can you lift this orc?
Yeah.
Don't put him on your rack, but just, carry him on your shoulders.
Brutus walks over and picks up both the orc and the orc carrying the orc and throws them over his shoulders.
Oh, of course he
It's
does.
good.
Just the injured one, not the other one.
They both look a bit green.
Oh my god.
They're orcs.
Oh, I think I kind of like him now.
With that happening, I look over at
You just leave it there.
I look over, just for a second.
Not re-engaging.
I look over at Technol and I said, "Remember that joke I said about 2 brain cells and an orc?
Yeah.
I think Brutus is one of them."
Yep.
So Brutus, you were only supposed to lift the injured one, the one they were carrying, not both of them.
But they're both sick.
I understand they're both green, but only one of them is injured.
Is the other one even struggling, or is he just like,
Right?
"Oh, fuck."
What is he doing? Is he just like, whatever, free ride?
He's just given up. He's
mean-
not gonna fight Brutus on this. Brutus is like twice his size.
I mean, Brutus, if you want to carry them both, whatever, fuck it.
Brutus just begins to walk through the woods with them both on his shoulder. Where to?
One of the other orcs was supposed to tell us where to go.
Ah, yes. Well, if you follow me, it's about An hour's north from here, down the side of the cliff.
Is this one of the guys that's not being carried that's leading us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Okay. How tall is Bait, Brutus?
Brutus is, I believe, 9 feet.
Woo!
He big boy.
That's a
He's
tall
like he's 8 or 9 feet. 1 second.
that's a tall steer.
And he's wide enough to sit 2 orcs on his shoulders.
I mean, if he's 9 feet tall, I
Yeah,
imagine.
he can carry 2 orcs on his shoulders.
I was gonna say, I imagine his wingspan and everything is huge. So wait, if he's 9 feet tall, when he grabbed you when we were walking by, he was looking down at you, Tak.
Yep, and I was still ready to bite his face off.
Oh, I don't even
Brutus
want.
does stand with a hunch to him. To be fair.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't want to know how tiny we look to him. Jesus.
Yeah, no. If he was standing up straight, he's about 9 foot tall, but he has quite a large hunch, like how he rests his head and stuff.
Oh my God. Okay. Venture on.
All right. After a small walk up the cobbles from the forest, you and the party of orcs, and alongside Brutus carrying 2 of them, make your way towards a cliff, and off in the distance you can see Heliods Oracle. It's a beautiful temple with statues of Heliod out of the front. However, it looks quite small from here, and the grassy plain that surrounds it, fervent with life, seems rather barren and comparatively small to how great it's known to be. And over the cliffs, you can hear the roaring of the tides as this large sea lake that rests just between Yinta Diamos and the grove of Carameto still has tidal pockets and roars up against the cliffs. And you can see that the path that has taken you here leads downwards, down the side of the cliff. It's quite steep and thin, barely fitting 2 people shoulder to shoulder. All right, it's down there.
Are you not coming with us?
Well, we've not got much on us, unfortunately. If you want the help, we'll be more than willing to, but we'll have to leave our friend here.
I mean, Brutus is carrying him. He's fine.
All right then, let's head down.
Alright, make yourself useful. Archer on the shoulder.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, here is our map. You will find yourselves on the bottom left-hand corner.
What are those?
Are those orcs? No, those are goblins.
You make your way down the narrow cliffs
He's
towards
not even
the towards the waters below, and you notice greenery around the sides of the cliffs. But apart from this, they are rather barren. And not far before you, approximately, I don't know how far that is. Imagine if there was a measuring tool that could tell me it was 115 feet away. You can see a small bridge, and oddly, on the small bridge, you can see a small pair of green pointed things poking above the rim, above the railings of either side. However, you can't see what is there, but it seems to be slowly scurrying towards the other side. As you take an observation of your surroundings, you also notice that there are 4 goblins with a net that seem perched below something on the other side, a small cave. And as you look over there, you can see it. Your mark, the target. A small cockatrice that seems to be wreaking havoc on this region, as this is the only path between Aethra and the Oracle of Heliod. Well, At least it's the only path that can get you here in quick time. You also notice that around, close to where the goblins are, there are a few statues. People and creatures, petrified, frozen in fear, and cast in stone. Some of them have had their features washed away by the tide. Others stay hung to the cliff, clinging for what seem to be their final moments. There are also a few statues and crumbled bits of them around where this cockatrice resides.
Does a cockatrice eat the statues?
It doesn't know.
I'm hoping that's a no. Said that they said this thing was pretty fast, right?
It's a demon chicken.
Yes, they did say it was fast.
Gotta be Rocky, man. Gotta catch that thing.
So I'm sorry. What is the net at the bottom there?
It just seems to be four goblins holding each holding the corner of a large twine net.
4.
Right. What
You
for?
do not know
Like,
for
what
what
are they
reason.
doing? Like, they're just
You-
standing still with this net, or are they doing something?
I
I'm-
mean, they're
guessing-
goblins,
They have a
so
plan.
I'm
they're not
guessing
exactly
they're-
standing still.
Right.
But
I'm guessing they're trying to catch the thing, but
So goblins are our friend?
Are goblins coherent? I mean, they're obviously working in a group, but do they speak to others, or are they aggressive generally?
goblins can speak, however, their English is fairly broken at times. They do work in groups, small packs most of the time. You know that they are mischievous creatures and tend to always be up to no good. It's rare that you'll find a good goblin. And the ones you do tend to stick around towns, and these are definitely not doing that. There's a scheme going on here, but you don't know what these weasels are up to.
Well, pick up a rock and throw it at them.
Ah! What's that? What was that? What was that?
Can they see
You're
me?
hearing things. No, it's you hearing things. What was what? What was that?
Hmm?
Well, I don't know. They seem to settle once again.
these guys are dumber than Brutus. Um. Did he? You throw a rock at one of them that's down below, way below us?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So let's take.
Looks like there's a footpath that leads down there as well.
Yeah, is that a footpath that goes down
That
and
is a
can go
footpath
back
that goes
up?
down, yeah.
Does it go
Yes.
back up? Okay.
It does. They're fairly steep stairs, however.
Oh, great. I say we just walk across then, like keep going straight.
Alright, the objective is across
I
the
don't know
there.
if you guys are in control of your characters. You should be, but equally, you may not be.
Okay. How far you want us to move? Our actual movement?
You're not in combat yet, so you're free to move within reason.
Okay. Okay.
Like, obviously you can't just like TP to the other side of the
So I
bridge.
can't be like here. No. um.
What's they doing?
I can see the cockatrice.
Who said that?
You can see the cockatrice, yes.
Can I toss a rock? Can I whip a rock at it?
You want to throw a rock at it?
Yes,
Oh my god, no!
absolutely.
All right. Since this is directly at it, could you make me an attack roll with the rock? It is a dexterity unarmed. Yeah, dexterity improvised attack. Sorry.
Oh boy.
What's dexterity? What do I do? Just click dex and
Yeah, that'll do.
wherever it is. That's a saving throw. I don't.
Just click the dexterity stat, like the word dexterity below the stat. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that one.
That one.
You
I'd like the
throw
other roll better.
you throw your rock as hard as you can, Tech now. However, it doesn't go the distance. It bounces down the cliff, and you can hear it rumble. And then the goblins, they catch it in their net. Hey, we caught something. What we got? What? What's that? Huh? A statue? No. What is it? I don't know. It looks like a rock. Well, then it's probably a rock. Yeah, it's a rock. Why are you catching rocks then? You're catching rocks
Are they
too.
sitting underneath the cliff waiting to catch anything that Cockatrice might turn into a statue?
Or the cockatrice itself if it runs out of the cave.
Possibly, you just don't know. The goblins still seem unaware of you.
Charles, you're the one with the bow.
Hey, I don't really necessarily want to attack them.
No, not them. The cockatrice.
Yeah, I don't want to attack that from way over here either. I don't want to be the only one attacking it.
I mean, I'm sure if we get its attention, it's gonna run over here.
Valid.
But you're
Alright,
the only
Alright.
one. You're the only one with distance.
Whilst you guys devise a plan between each other in whispers, you notice something else. The goblin, or sorry, the creature that had its ears pointing across the bridge is no longer there, and you can see it now on the other side of the cliff. It has moved itself around to the steps leading down to where the cockatrice is. And as you glance over to it, you notice something else. Above, in a bush, is another goblin, lurching over the edge, waiting.
More goblins.
I didn't know they were so organized.
They must have a leader. What's everyone else think?
Can we see that other figure up in front of us?
You cannot see that person there.
Okay.
Sorry,
They're
they should
up.
be. Sorry, they should be hidden. That is my fault.
Okay. I'll pretend I don't know anything.
You know nothing. No, I'll just
Alright.
leave them there now. You know they're there, so there's no point
I
hiding
know
them.
nothing.
Okay, so if I pull out my bow and aim for said cockatrice,
Yeah, you can pull out your bow and aim for said cockatrice. If you want to fire, then just make me a bow and arrow attack. Longbow 21. That is a hit. All right, Nix. You knock your arrow after pulling out your bow. You aim upward slightly to get the correct angle, and you loose. The arrow whips across the sky before hitting into the cockatrice, which lets out a pallid scream. The cockatrice is immediately alerted to your location. It now has its eyes directly at the three of you. Could you roll damage on that, please? No, if you click longbow after it's appeared in the chat.
okay.
There you go. 2 damage. Wait, what is that set from? 1 second, let me look at your sheet. Character sheet, Nick's longbow, attack. Oh.
Yeah, it's just +2.
It's alright, no problem.
I don't know what I'm doing. I sent it to you. I said, does this look good?
Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't, I forgot to show people how to,
I think I did mine right. Maybe.
Looks good
Question
from
mark.
here.
Right, 150 to 600 is range.
I'm afraid to click it. He's gonna make me use it.
Let me know when you're done fixing it and I'll open it again. again.
Yeah, no problem. You are proficient with longbow. You dexterity plus magic. The damage of a longbow is 1d8 piercing. I will run through with you guys how to set this up.
I rolled a 1 on the damage. That's terrible.
Piercing. Alright. There you go, that should be fixed for you now.
I think I did mine right.
So if you click longbow now, Chels, then that should re-roll your damage for you.
Click it in the chat again.
Yeah. There you go.
Well done, little fox.
Thanks.
Yeah, as the cockatrice lets out this pallid scream, it has an arrow stuck through its wing, and it reaches down with its beak and pulls the arrow out, ripping through some of its flesh. All right, could we all
not
roll?
normal.
Can we roll initiative? I'll show you guys how to do this so you know for the future. Right. Say hello to the turn order tracker. You can probably see him now, I think.
You mean this?
Yeah, that is initiative, but you gotta click on your character first so it comes up in the turn order.
Mine did.
It's not in the
Didn't it?
turn order. No.
We gotta click on our character
Did
first.
mine? How?
So if you click on your character, and
Like-
then you roll initiative. Why is that not working? Oh
Yeah, it's
no.
not working.
It's not work. What's it? It's alright, I can just do it this way for this time. It's alright, just roll your initiatives, I'll add them in.
No valid token was selected. So do I gotta click?
I should say
Oh,
1
I never
to
know.
2 point nothing.
Alright.
We'll figure it out.
Alright.
It's
We'll
no
get
problem. I'll get this sorted for next time. Right, so Lycos, you got a 19.
Yep.
Nyx, you got a 14 on your first one. Tech now got a 15 on his first one. And I just need to roll for Brutus and all that. Cool.
Brutus.
Oh, Brutus is right in there.
Holy Jesus, Brutus.
Goblin. Plus 2. Goblins are also right in there.
Oh, goblins.
Cockatrice. That is plus 1.
Yay, I like Cockatrice's roll. Little chicken.
Cool, that is the turn order then.
How come Brutus doesn't have a name?
Brutus has his name there. It's the goblin that doesn't have its name, and the woman and cockatrice.
Mine doesn't have him on there.
Show Brutus's name either.
Oh, 1 second, let me.
Start reading.
It's probably because I haven't got his seed permission on for you. Character name. See, there you go. Can you see
There
it
we
now?
go. Yep,
There it is.
Brutus.
Alright, well, with Brutus going first, fighting? We fighting?
Yes,
And
Brutus, we fight.
he's going to not to pull out his chef knife. However, he drops his satchel bag onto the floor and does the twine holding up to the top. And you notice inside he has 2 hand axes.
Okay.
He pulls them out and wields one in each hand.
Before he pulls those out and he's down looking in his bag, I'm like, Brutus, this isn't the time to eat, bud.
No eating, fighting. And that's going to end Brutus's turn.
Okay.
Next is you, Lycos.
So I'm gonna pull out my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I will just stand here ready for now.
Alright. So you're readying, no problem. Next is the goblins. The ones below here with the netting noticed, obviously, the cockatrices' shrill scream, and they drop the net and begin to panic. They are going to run in whatever direction they can for whatever movement they have.
How deep is that water? Can they run across it?
It is not very deep at the moment.
Okay.
I want to see them bump into each other.
I want to see them drown in the water.
Full panic.
Ah!
Right, one gets washed away. Oh no, get
Oh,
Bob!
6 is it, sorry. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this goblin is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and use his bonus action to attempt stealth. 5 is his stealth. Okay. And that is going to end the goblins' turns. Next time is Tech now.
I'm thinking at this point, can I see the one trying to run up the steps?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait and greet him at the top.
No problem. Do you wish to move closer towards the steps so you'll be the first to greet him?
Sure.
Alright, you've used 10 feet movement there.
That's probably the best placement I can get.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Alright, so you're readying, Lycos is readying.
Oh, yeah, and
No
shield and
problem.
everything at the ready.
Yeah, no problem, don't worry, I've
He's gonna get ready and then look down.
Right, next up then is Nyx. What do you wish to do?
Okay.
Nick.
Have we decided yet if the goblins are friendly or not friendly? Whose side are they on?
Yet to be decided, I
Right.
suppose.
I don't think we know yet.
Okay. Well then I guess
Seem pretty jumpy.
I'm gonna take another shot at that cockatrice.
Alright, make me another attack roll, please.
So do I do the one where I click on I do this guy first?
Yep.
Nice.
Alright.
Told you
That
I was
is
just saving all my rolls for actual attack rolls.
Right, that's alright.
alright. That is a crit, so that is ignore the +3 is 5 + 5. I do double whatever your roll is instead of plus your proficiency for
Okay.
crits. If that makes sense. I assume you know. Yeah.
Sure, so it's a 10 instead
Like
of an 8.
how yeah. Like how all good video games do critical damage.
I like it.
Alright, so that is 10 damage. Another arrow flings across, this one a lot more direct, stabbing straight through the side of the cockatrice's neck as it begins to flail and scream in pain. A large amount of blood can now be seen leaking out of the cockatrice.
Damn. Remind me not to get in front of her.
Hey, I'm just coming for the bounty. I got
All
money
right.
on my mind.
Yeah, but I feel like we might have more than just that to worry about.
Nix, do you wish to do anything else with your turn?
Do I have any like kind of potential defense I could prep or anything along those lines?
I don't know, do you?
I'm not entirely sure. Level 1 right now.
It's probably not.
I don't think so.
Prep a dodge.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
By
that.
the way, is this the battle music that we want to have?
Oh yeah, I meant to change that. Sorry.
What, we're
Scheming
not just
reasonable.
having a happy little sing along.
Yeah, just like the happy.
Okay, I was liking it. It was good vibes. Keeping me in a real positive mindset while I'm just sailing arrows across this gap.
It was at 1%. I couldn't even hear it.
I say mine's pretty quiet.
I
too.
feel like it's more like Brutus's like humdy ho type, just going with the
Little bit.
flow type.
Dealer about me.
That should be the right tune, I think.
Just bippity bopping along.
Right, the music that plays as he's swaying with 2 orcs on his shoulders.
Right.
Yeah, where are our orcs? They just sitting down watching?
It did.
Oh yeah, I don't have any orc tokens. That's quite funky, isn't it? Yeah, the orcs are just funking back around the corner here. They took you to the area.
Chicken
They did,
shits.
hey, they followed their part of the bargain, I guess.
All right. Well then, Nix, that ends your turn. I'm going to do that. Okay. That ends her turn. Now it's the cockatrice. The cockatrice, as a bonus action, is going to let out an incredibly shrill scream. As it does so, this noise echoes throughout the entire precipice that surrounds you, bouncing off of the walls and filling the area with a high-pitched noise that is near unbearable to the ear, however not deafening. As you hear this call, you begin to hear the call once again, but not from the original cockatrice. Instead, you begin to hear these calls from the cave behind.
I was gonna say that's a cave.
Oh no, baby cockatrices.
And as you hear this call, emerging from the cave, you see 2 more cockatrices.
Da 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 da.
My chicken head babies.
All right. For its movement, this first cockatrice is going to squeeze between the other 2 and return to the cave. The other cockatrices are going to use their movements to go forward 10 feet to the edge of the cliff, and then another 20 feet. Oh no, it's trapped behind the net. Get out of here, net. And the other is going to move 15 feet. They are both flying in the air. I will put a little marker on them to display this. I don't have my marker set at the minute, so there's just going to be yellow dots on them for the fact that they're flying.
Chickens can fly.
Oh yes, the chickens can fly. And this is the end of their turn as they enter the air, flying towards you. They hover there in a heat patch coming up from the crevasse below.
Of course they can fly.
Next up is Brutus. Now we do love ourselves a Brutus, don't we?
So
We don't know yet.
Is he standing now?
Is who standing now?
Brutus. Because I know he was
Yeah.
kneeling down, getting his axes out.
Yeah,
so he
yeah,
is
yeah.
standing
Brutus
now.
is standing with his
Okay.
axes.
So I turn back to Brutus and I point at the cockatrices and I say, "Brutus, smash!"
No smash. Slice. And as Brutus says this, he readies one of his hand axes and throws it towards the cockatrice.
God.
Why, oh god, you don't know how good he is at doing this?
Yeah, but the only thing I'm saying is, what if he loses his axe?
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine.
I'm sure he'll. Does it
He's
come
got
back?
two.
I was gonna say, does it come back like a boomerang? What's the hidden thing here?
Alright, Brutus struck a 13 with his hand axe throw. That beats the armor class of this cockatrice.
Oh, they're hand axes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was thinking he's pulling out like huge war axes.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Woof.
We're just
Well,
throwing more
then
axes
again,
at
he
them.
is freaking 9 feet tall, so not like he couldn't carry him.
Alright, and that's with his strength bonus. Cool. So
Just picking up 2
one,
orcs and just carrying them around like nothing, like wee children.
and Brutus is proficient. Proficiency bonus for Brutus is a +2. That's 9 damage to the cockatrice. As you see Brutus's axe fling through the air, it spirals in front of you all as it glides over the crevasse, hitting the cockatrice dead in the wing, causing it to need to perform a dexterity saving throw to continue its flight. Otherwise, it shall fall.
Which, by the way, when he just rears back and chucks it, it goes to like this slow motion, and I just turn and my jaw drops, and I go, "Wow."
Brutus is useful. 8 is not enough to continue flying for the creature. The axe buries itself deep within the creature's wing, and as it attempts to flap with the axe, it can't lift the weight any higher. The axe itself weighing a fair portion of what the cockatrice would weigh itself, it pulls it straight to the ground. The cockatrice is going to take falling damage equivalent to the 20 feet that it falls. And full damage is, I need the full damage table. I'm pretty sure it's a d10 per 10 feet. Full damage 5e. Right. Full 10 feet, 3d6. Okay, cool. 2d6 bludgeoning damage is what it takes. 2d6. Alright. And the cockatrice takes an extra 7 fall damage
Whew.
as it lands in the torrents of water below. However, the stream is not quite high enough to carry it away at the moment.
Or
The
drown it.
cockatrice flaps there, attempting to pull itself out of the water, but it cannot pull enough movement for itself to rescue itself as of yet. And as a bonus action,
Good job, Brutus.
Brutus is going to prepare a dodge. That's going to end Brutus's turn, bringing us back to Lycos. Put it down.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Good job. So I'm going to. Let's see. Is there anyone? No one's coming that way yet. So I'm going to step up here, kind of in the middle of Nyx and Tech. Oh, not falling off the edge. Oh,
Back.
I guess it's just gonna put me there. But yeah, I guess I kind of want to be in between them.
Alright.
And I guess kind of block in front of Nyx a little bit. And I am going to I don't know what I want to do. Because I don't have any distance weapons. So I guess all I can do really is prepare a dodge as well.
Alright, no problem.
Yeah.
Right, that brings us to the goblins, who are still in a bit of a frenzied state. Firstly, we'll go with the goblin closest to you all. 1, 2, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet he moves up the cliff, running up the steps, clambering up them, using his arms to climb up onto the next step, as they're quite tall for him. And as he pulls himself over the second to last step, he's met with you there, Teknal, who's readied an action upon his approach. So, there he is. Before you stands the small goblin. He stands at approximately just above your knee in height, has pointed ears and a jagged jawline, covered with needle-like teeth. He carries a small knife on his side. It seems rusted and old.
What are you doing there, little guy?
He slowly looks up towards you. Look over there!
I don't fall for it.
Alright. Nothing?
Nothing.
Likely story. What was the net for?
Catching rocks.
You catch it.
I need to go now. He attempts to walk past you.
Yep, definitely blocking that.
Alright. Yeah, you brace your leg across his way and stop him from going any further. You need to let me through.
And why is that?
He looks down the cliff in a sort of panic as he can see the cockatrice that has fallen down, and then his eyes draw up to the cockatrice that is still flying midair. No reason! And he's going to use his bonus action to quick draw his knife and his action to stab you. Your readied action, do you want to do anything to prevent him from doing this, or to do something to
Absolutely.
him in return?
Smash him with your shield.
Definitely shield bash down the stairs.
Alright. Since your action comes first here due to it being readied, could you make me an attack with your shield?
I don't have that set up.
It's just a strength attack, so just
Okay.
roll strength.
Home run swing him down the stairs.
14. Does that beat the goblin? It does not, unfortunately.
What?
You go to bash the goblin with your shield, but this mischievous little rascal ducks underneath, and he attempts to stab at your leg with his rusted dagger. That is a 1d20 plus 4. Was that right? Yeah, 4. Cool. Sorry, I've lost the page. There we go. Oh my gosh.
Oh, ugh.
I'm breathing fire.
He's so upset right now. Oh. If only the shield bash had worked. You should have gone with flame breath. You should have just toasted it.
It's just toasted little fucker.
Yeah, as he ducks under your shield, the mischievous little bastard grabs onto your leg and lacerates across your Achilles tendon with his knife, dropping you down to one knee as he begins to use the rest of his movement, of which he has 10 feet. He's going to scurry as quickly away as he can, but this does provoke.
I was gonna say, because I'm
wait,
right next to both of them.
yeah, I was gonna say, this prevents an opportunity attack from Lycos Nyx. Possibly also, yes. We'll go with yes. Oh, and I'll also roll damage on that for you. 1d4 plus.
I can't hear you, Charles. Still muted.
He dealt 4 damage to you.
Better?
That's doubled, so that's 8 damage to you. Tech now.
Okay. What's my health?
That is a good question.
What is your
Have
health?
have you not rolled it yet?
I am discovering how unprepared we were. I just
Oh,
need to point that out.
It's alright.
It's
I
in
mean,
there
these things
somewhere, I'm
happen.
sure.
Alright, no, you haven't done your health. Sick. Right.
Make it up! No.
Your health
Really,
is 10.
really high.
Your health is 10 plus your constitution modifier for your first level. I believe. Is that
Modifier
right?
is 2,
Is that correct?
so it's 12.
If I check Lycos is, because
Where
he's
do I
got
see
his.
health?
Yeah, I got mine.
I might be wrong here, 1 second. HP 5e level. Starting hit point. HP is max value. Max value of your hit dice. Sorry. So your hit dice is not a D4. Oh, you are unprepared.
I
I'm
thought I had
also
it all set
unprepared.
out.
Bad unprepared drag. Right. Let me check the unprepared dragon stuff quickly. And
You want to check mine really quick too?
Yeah, no problem.
Totally
Unprepared
fine, everything's fine.
dragon. Unprepared dragon. Yes, unprepared dragon. You're a fighter, aren't you?
Yes, he is.
Right.
Yeah, because
Fighter.
2 fighters.
Your hit dice is 1d10. So yours is 10 plus 2 is your health, so 12.
12.
And Chelsea, what class are you?
Ranger.
Ranger. Alright. We can have a mini session throughout the well, not a session, but throughout the week we can make sure these are all correct.
Was I the only
Yours
prepared one?
is your hit dice is also 1d10, Chelsea. So yours is 1d10 plus whatever your Constitution modifier is.
12 also.
12 also, cool.
Yep.
And yeah, so you Technal took how much damage was it? For 8, yeah. So you're left on 4 health, Technal. Lycos, you get a attack of opportunity on the goblin as it attempts to run by.
Let's do it!
13 misses. You stab
Great.
forward with your rapier, lunging. However, the goblin dives out of the way, crawling almost on his belly as he tries to scamper out of there. Nyx, you have only your bow ready and an arrow knocked. Do you wish to attempt with disadvantage to shoot at him, or do you wish to whack him with your bow? What's your plan here?
I feel like I'm gonna have better luck if I whack him.
Alright.
Wait, would it be disadvantage though, even though he's on his belly?
Yes, because she's using a
Oh,
longbow,
close
so...
range. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a whacking.
Alright,
I
could
roll
you
the
make
weapon.
me a strength attack, please? So just you roll your strength for me. $19, that does hit. Nyx, as he attempts to scurry past you, he does so successfully, but not without a whack across the back of the head from your bow. This deals a whopping 1 damage, as it is an improvised weapon.
I can't stumble him onto his face.
Alright. And with the end of his movement, he's going to head round the corner. You'll never catch me alive!
Oh, that's not the intention anymore.
Alright.
Alive is the last of the intention.
That is the first of the goblins to go. These ones are going to continue running and hide in the bushes down here. I'm not going to make them stealth checks for that, as they are not particularly well hidden. They're just goblins hiding in bushes.
The bushes are shaking, so we know they're there.
This is quite observable. Yeah, these guys are cowering in fear. The goblin on the opposite side of the cliff, however, is going to use his movement to enter the cave.
Oh, what a dumbass.
They're friends with the Cockatrices at this point.
Oh, that one's probably like bleeding out, dead.
Yeah,
Unless
I think
there's
he's
more in
going.
there.
I think he's going to try and kill that one off.
For the bounty.
Yeah.
Alright. And that's going to end the goblin's go. Where's my tongue hammer gone?
I was
There
gonna
it is.
say I lost the turn order. There it is.
Tongue counter's back. There you go. Right. So after the goblins, next is Technow. Technow, you are currently knocked prone due to your ankle injury, and it was quite a deep gouge into your Achilles tendon there. So you will have trouble keeping up. You've lost 5 feet of movement from being attacked on the Achilles tendon.
Yeah, at this point, definitely gotta kill the little fucker.
He's
what
not
is-
getting away now, the little shit.
Right. 1 second here. I gotta move the turn order. There it goes. And
Alright, so I assume that's, what, half your movement to get up, and then the rest of your movement, the 10 feet to move across, yeah?
is that what it'll take? 'Cause
Yes.
I
To
don't
get
have
up,
to
you
get
either
that
need
close,
your bonus
but-
action. Yeah, to get up from prone, it's either half of your movement or your bonus action. And then since you were standing right here, that is 10 feet movement after the. Well, yeah, 10
Oh,
feet movement
yeah.
after the fight.
Never.
So that will
got
be all of your movement doing that, unless you want to use your bonus action to stand up.
That's fine. I'll do that.
Okay.
But I never got the breath attack to work, so I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work the way I want it to. Did it work? No, those are d20s. Those are supposed to be 2d6.
1 second, I'll help you with that. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, what was it, your fire breath? Breath
Yeah.
attack, I see. Right, cool. So, it is fire breath. Let me just pull up here and get one real quick. Alright. Come on, Dragonborn.
I like the
Right.
Final Fantasy battle music, by the way.
It's useful, isn't it? It's
It
good
is.
loop.
It is.
So, red, fire, dex save, fire cone. Anything else I need to know about it? Breath weapon, you can use your breath weapon, each creature in the area is a saving throw, which is turned by after you see choose a stat on a fail save. Oh, okay, it's a saving throw thing. I see. Alright, let me just pull that up to one side there so I can do this side by side.
Oh my god.
Right, this is
What?
not an attack.
It's Final Fantasy.
I know.
You got a problem with Final Fantasy? Right.
Nope.
Sometimes you just get in battles just to hear the music.
Oh, is that what you do?
Limit break.
It's your constitution. Oh. Right. 1 second. Well, now I broke it even more than you had it, so
See?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna roll 2d6.
Well, he's got to make a saving throw anyway, doesn't he? 1
Oh.
second. Right. I'll make a custom button for you for that to make that work properly. If I can't figure out how to make that work. The DC for the saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So the proficiency bonus is +2. Your Constitution modifier is +2, so that's +4. 4 plus 8 is 12. So the Goblin has to beat a... What saving throw? Type is determined by your... So it's Dex save, okay. 1d20 plus 2... Oh.
There's no way.
This little shit is right, that just means he takes half as much damage. Right, so if you roll for me now your 2d6.
Well,
There
there
we
you
go.
Exactly, there you go, you did 6 damage to him, you should be happy.
Half as happy.
Half
Half
as
as
happy.
happy.
Well, do you know what will make you super happy?
He's dead.
What's that?
As you breathe fire from your mouth, it wells up in your gullet before being released over the goblin and within the area surrounding as well. This is a cone of fire that emanates from you. This flame is hot to the touch, hotter than any fire found in the forge. And Nyx and Lycos, you can feel the heat coming off of this. It's extremely intense as it chars its surroundings, melting the rock slightly, and completely burning the goblin to a crisp as he stands there petrified in ash almost before the wind blows him away. The goblin is
beautiful,
no
Ted.
longer.
Beautiful.
Oh, I forgot the marshmallows.
Wow.
Now his friends died too. No, wait.
That one was mercy, the rest suffer.
Right.
Alright, and Tech, is there anything you wish to do with your bonus action for this turn?
Can I prep a block or dodge or whatever I can do at this point?
Yeah, so you can either prepare defense, which is to defend another, prepare to dodge to defend yourself, or prepare an action.
I'm gonna do dodge since I only have 4 hit points.
Oh, not prepare an action. Sorry, you can't prepare an action because you've only got a bonus. Preparing a dodge, no problem. Alright, next up is you, Nyx. One of the cockatrices still flies in the air, heading towards you. It's keeping itself hovering over a hot point in the crevasse. The other cockatrice has fallen to the ground as the axe lays within him, and the last cockatrice returned to the cave, as you know.
I'm gonna
The
go
fire
ahead and
did
shoot
nothing
at the
to
flying
deter it?
one again.
Here, do what?
I'm gonna shoot at the flying one again.
Well, the last one, that's
Alright.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you make me an attack roll, please?
Woo!
Oh, that's a crit.
That is a crit. That a crit right there.
That crit, you hit with that crit. You
That-
click longbow now.
That a crit right there. Oh, there we
9
go.
doubled. That's 18. Extremely powerful. Nyx, you release an arrow and it soars through the sky and goes faster than any arrow you've loosed before. It pierces clean through the wing of both of the wings of this flying cockatrice, and the cockatrice falls to the ground also, as it is no longer able to keep itself up. They're just mad because they've been attacked, Tech. They're just grumpy.
Oh, I see.
oh I see.
And yeah,
Fall damage.
Now they're both on the floor, and the fall damage is 2d6. 6 fall damage. The cockatrice does not look well at all.
Woo!
In fact, both of these cockatrices look incredibly beaten. A lot of blood is leaking from them. You can see the blood beginning to stain the waters around them and even wash up on the shore. They are not faring well and do not have much fight left in them. In fact, the animals seem to almost be cowering at this point.
I shall call this Cowardice Valley. Everything down
Is there
there
anything
shaking.
else you wish to do with your turn, Nick?
Okay.
Prepare dodge again.
Alright. With Nick's preparing a dodge, it is the turn of the unknown lady.
Unknown lady.
Unknown lady. 2, 3, 4. And let's assist down. Cool. And she's going to end her turn after that movement.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna say that probably the cloaked figures were the goblins, and the lady we're about to meet was the one that these orcs were trying to track down.
I
The one
mean,
that attacked them.
it's a theory, isn't it?
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Is what you're thinking.
That goblin certainly went after that Achilles heel like that orc.
Mm.
Really good thing you're not paid to think, though.
That's true.
Oh, speaking of tech, I forgot something on your go. That's my bad.
Oh,
Could
no.
you roll me a Constitution saving throw? Interesting. Alright, cool. The shadowy figure's taken her turn, which leaves the cockatrices. This cockatrice is going to have to make a strength check to try and pull itself away from this axe. Probably not going to happen. Cockatrices aren't exactly known for their strength, let's put it that way. 20 minus 2 for the cockatrice. And that is with disadvantage due to its current state. 11. Yeah, that cockatrice is not coming up out of that. So this cockatrice is currently stuck. Or shall we say, binded. The one that had an arrow go through both its wings, however, is not stuck at all and just needs to begin climbing the cliff. It's got how much movement? 20 feet, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to end the cockatrices, guys. And that leaves us on Brutus's turn, which is the start of the turn order again, which is a perfect place for us to see what happens next time.